Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm MoneyWise, and today, we're diving into a topic that might not seem all that exciting at first, but trust me, understanding it could save you a lot of money and stress in the long run. We're talking about the UK tax system. I know, taxes, but stick with me for the next 10 minutes and I promise you'll walk away with a clearer understanding of how it all works and most importantly, how to manage it like a pro. But the basics. What exactly are taxes? Well, taxes are the way we contribute to public services. Things like the NHS, schools, roads, and even the police force. In a nutshell, taxes are our way of helping society function smoothly. But how much you pay and when can sometimes feel like a mystery, right? First up, let's talk about income tax. This is probably the most familiar one for most people. Income tax is a tax you pay on your earnings, whether that's from your job, a pension, or even rental income. In the UK, we have a tiered tax system. This means that you pay different rates of tax depending on how much you earn. For example, the first £12,570 you earn is tax-free. This is called your personal allowance. Then anything above that up to £50,270 is taxed at 20%. That's the basic rate. If you're lucky enough to earn more than that, the rate goes up to 40%. And for the top earners, there's an additional rate of 45% for income over £125,140. But here's where it can get tricky. If you have multiple sources of income, or if you're self-employed, things can get more complicated. So, it's essential to know which tax band you fall into and how much you should be setting aside for taxes. Next up, we have national insurance contributions, or NICs. These are a bit like a secondary tax that goes towards specific benefits like the state pension and some social security benefits. If you're employed, your NICs are usually taken out of your salary before you even see it, just like income tax. If you're self-employed, you pay two types of NICs, Class 2 and Class 4. The rates and thresholds are different, so it's crucial to keep track of your earnings throughout the year to make sure you're paying the right amount. Think of NICs like a subscription service, but instead of getting Netflix, you're contributing to your future pension and other social benefits. And just like with subscriptions, you need to know what you're paying for. Now let's talk about VAT, Value Added Tax. This is a tax you pay on most goods and services and it's usually included in the price you see on the shelf. The standard VAT rate is 20%, but some items like children's clothing and basic food items are either zero rated or taxed at a reduced rate of 5%. As a consumer, VAT is pretty straightforward. What you see is what you pay. But if you're a business owner, things get a bit more complex. You might have to register for VAT, charge it to your customers, and then pay it to HMRC. But don't worry, you can also reclaim VAT on business expenses, which can save you a fair bit of money. So whether you're running a small business or just curious about where your money is going, understanding VAT is key. Another tax you've probably encountered is council tax. This one is paid to your local council and is based on the value of your property. The money collected goes towards local services like rubbish collection, street cleaning, and public parks. The amount you pay depends on your property's band, which is determined by its value. It's important to check your council tax band because mistakes do happen, and you might be able to challenge it if you think you're paying too much. There are also other types of taxes like stamp duty if you're buying property, inheritance tax on the estate you leave behind, and capital gains tax on profits from selling assets. Each of these has its own rules and thresholds, but the good news is, with a bit of research, they're all manageable. Now that we've covered the main types of taxes, let's talk about how to manage them effectively. The first tip is to keep good records. Whether you're employed, self-employed, or have multiple income streams, keeping track of your earnings and expenses is crucial. Use a dedicated folder, digital or physical, where you keep all your tax-related documents like payslips, invoices, and receipts. There are also plenty of apps out there that can help you stay organized throughout the year. Second, don't be afraid to seek professional advice. An accountant or tax advisor can be a lifesaver, especially if your finances are complex. They can help you navigate the system, find deductions you might not know about, and ensure you're not paying more tax than you need to. Lastly, make sure you understand the deadlines for submitting your tax returns and paying any tax owed. Missing a deadline can result in penalties, and no one wants that kind of stress. And that's a wrap on today's video. I hope you now feel more confident about understanding and managing your taxes here in the UK. Remember, knowledge is power, especially when it comes to your finances. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, take care and keep your finances in check.